Welcome to Entre-Real Estate, where we turn the complexities of real estate into clear, actionable steps for building generational wealth. I've invested into different types of real estate all over the United States, and I run a thriving real estate fund. Join me as we document the entrepreneurial journey of scaling businesses and transforming the lives of tens of thousands of people around the world. Let's turn your real estate dreams into reality. Buckle up, because this is the start of something truly incredible. My name is Devin Robinson, and welcome to Entre-Real Estate. Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Entre-Real Estate Podcast, or the Entre-REI Podcast, whatever you want to call it. One of the reasons why I am starting this podcast, and one of my greatest desires, is just to honestly document the journey. And also, one of the big things I want this to do is I want this to be imperfect. I want this to be something that's not super polished, but something that's really raw, it's really real, and also really well done. It's who I am. I have been through, I did a tally, I have a spreadsheet. I have been on 16 different business endeavors in the past 10 years of my entrepreneurial life. And it started, of course, when I was younger and I was in second or third grade and I was selling stuff to kids. Every entrepreneur's journey, I hear it all the time, whether it's from a lemonade stand or doing something. I've been doing some sort of entrepreneurship for a really long time, but in the past 10 years, taken it seriously. I've owned nationwide wedding photography company. I've owned all kinds of stuff, but this really is going to be about the real estate journey that I'm on. I started about 2 years ago doing a lot of wholesaling, which, if you're not familiar with wholesaling, we're essentially flipping contracts, right? Getting contractual interest into somebody's property, selling that contractual interest to an investor. Learned about it through a really unorthodox way that I'll probably end up talking about plenty of times, but it really got me to where I am today. And it really taught me a ton of lessons about my personal relationships with my friends that may no longer be friends, or that are no longer friends. It's taught me a ton about myself and helped me to fall into a much more refined and authentic version of myself. I grew up in college and in all my life really thinking that I was supposed to be what somebody else wanted me to be, and not really falling into that myself has been really cool. And so I'm on this journey as we build all types of stuff. So first of all, I'm selling the wedding photography company, in the process of doing that, and honestly, not even making a huge profit on it. I'm selling it for the debt and then quarterly profit shares. And so it's not even like I'm making a huge amount of money on it. Then I own a real estate investment company where we do a lot of wholesale, but we're getting into fix and flip. And then we're also getting into larger land development stuff. And so I'm really excited to dive into that and share all that goes into that, and the new construction, and really going along those different verticals is really cool. And then I started an investment fund, right? So for people to come in and invest into that fund and invest into real estate and get preferred returns, the motto is that we help elite professionals build generational wealth through real estate. And that's what we do. And elite professionals could be anybody, professional athletes or doctors, lawyers. All those people can also be elite professionals. It's really cool. And then I own a virtual assistant staffing company. And so all of that has started over the last couple of years, and it's grown, and it's been really, really cool. And I'm learning a ton, and I'm having to shelf some of it to put it on the side so that we can dive in deeper to grow into the other one and build out the horizontals, actually build the foundation to continue to be deeper and build out the systems and the processes, the SOPs, the process maps, all of those things, so that it can be a very autonomous, robust company that doesn't need me to be in it every single day. And I can go and grow other things and be a real visionary and integrator. I know people are like, oh, you can either be a visionary or you're going to be an integrator, but I'm definitely a visionary, but also an integrator, in that I love systems and processes and SOPs and all of those stuff. But I'm also thinking 10, 15 years down the road, and I am trying as hard as I can to live in that, right? So live in the clouds, play in the dirt kind of thing. Micro sprint, macro marathon. And that's how I live my life. And how I'm trying to run this business and kind of do all these things. And so just following along on this journey that I'm really, really excited and passionate to go on and to start this up. Like even right now, I'm like literally in my PJs and a Nike dry fit, and haven't shaved or cut my hair in weeks. But I knew that I wanted to just start. So oftentimes I'm paralyzed by this ideal of perfection, when really I really need to be pushed and inspired and just initiated by the idea of progress and for a purpose, right? So I don't want to just wait for perfection and wait till I have everything right and the background's right, and all of this stuff is right. I want to continue to progress with a purpose and do that and at the best of my ability. And so that's where I am right now, and learning and thriving in that context. And it's funny because I'm trying to be really disciplined as well. I get up at 4:30. I love Rob Dyrdek. Dyrdek is like an absolute machine. And so really kind of like modeling my life around him a little bit and how he does a lot of things, which has been really cool, but finding my own way in that and what works for me and my family and the cadences of our life and the passions that we want to pursue as we foster children and as we try to build wealth long term and as we try to pursue our BHAGs, not only in life, but like in our personal life, but in our business. And so I'm just really excited to for anybody that's here to follow along the journey. I'm extremely humbled and thankful for the opportunity to have a platform to be able to speak. And so why the heck not? I'm going to share ups, like hard ups, and then I'm going to also share the hard downs and as things suck in my life, because a lot of times it's not perfect, but we're going to continue to press through those. And so I'm going to share them. And I want this to be a really like good example of authenticity and vulnerability within this space that you rarely see. And so that's who I'm going to be and what it's going to be like. And hopefully that's something that entices you or something that's excites you about listening to it. I'm going to have other people from different masterminds that I'm in. I'm in real estate masterminds. I'm in capital raising masterminds. I go to workshops. I'm continually educating myself and learning and all of these things. I have friends who are professional athletes that invest, that do all types of stuff. And so I'm really excited to have them on these episodes. And I'm also really excited to have solo episodes of just what the heck I'm learning, the stuff on the YouTube channel or interviews of just me going with friends and whatever's going on. I'm really excited. It's going to be more of like the Gary Vee audio experience, right? Where it's different types of stuff, not just interviews, although I will try to stay really consistent on the cadence in which we post those interviews or the cadence in which the different things come out. So it's not too overwhelming, but it's also really informative and helpful for anybody. And so that's what this is going to be about. That's what I'm really excited for. And if you need anything or guys have any questions, please DM me on Instagram, devin.robinson1, or send me an email at devin@pfcapital.us. Whatever you want to do, I'm so excited to be here for you. I'm so excited to pour my heart out to anybody who is willing to listen and learn. And I think feedback is the breakfast of champions. So please give it back. I'm more than happy to hear about it. So thank you for allowing me to have this platform, for taking the time to listen. I know that time is the number one asset you have. And so spending that time listening to me talk about what this podcast is going to be about, super humbling, very excited. I'm very thankful, excited to be on this journey together. And honestly, I look forward to meeting all of you in person. That would be just amazing. And so thank you. I hope you have an incredible day. I appreciate you, who you are, and I value and I'm thankful for your time. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next episode and then the rest of the episodes on this podcast.